Hi class, today we're going to learn about Martin Luther King Jr., who was a civil rights leader that has made a contribution to our American history. This is Martin Luther King Jr., and this is going to be our social studies lesson for today. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1929. He's the son of a Baptist minister. He became one himself after studying at a theological seminary in Pennsylvania. There he learned about the nonviolent methods used by Gandhi in his protest of the British colonization in India. King believed that African Americans could gain their civil rights through peaceful demonstration and protest. He believed in the methods such as boycott, refusing to buy products or services from companies or people who discriminate against African Americans. In 1963, a civil rights march in Washington, D.C., called the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, helped make King internationally known. It was on that occasion of this march that King made his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. He won the Nobel Peace Prize of 1964, and that same year the Civil Rights Act was passed, and that was able to gain African Americans civil rights and help with discrimination being not abolished, but they became laws, and people couldn't just discriminate on people because of their color. Okay. Okay, for our activity today, we're going to color this page, which is a picture of Dr. Martin Luther King, and it says that he's the clergyman and the leader of the American Civil Rights Movement. Okay, class, so I want you to go ahead and color in your paper, and then we will continue with some questions in regards to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you. Okay, class, so we're going to have some questions. I'm going to ask you guys some questions, and then I would like the answers for these questions. So first question is, what year did Dr. Martin Luther King win the Nobel Peace Prize? Okay, the correct answer to that would be 1964. What is Dr. Martin Luther King's famous speech name? Okay, the correct answer to that is "I Have a Dream." What national figure did Martin Luther King copy the style from? Meaning, who did he look at and decide that he wanted to follow the way that he was protesting? Correct. The answer would be Gandhi. And where did the Civil Rights March take place? In what city and state? Correct. That would be Washington, D.C. Good job, guys.
I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression.
What my viewers have just watched is my lesson plan for social studies for civic and political participation for the second grade. It's actually for access point SS.2.C2.IE, and that's to identify a contribution of an African American, Hispanic, Native American veterans or women. So I chose Martin Luther King. Since that's a holiday that's observed by students, I felt like they could connect with that the best at the second grade level. Thank you.